I forgot to hit the music. Whoa! It's Saturday. Where's the music? Wait, can I not hear the music? Hey! That was scuffed. That was absolutely bonkers. First person to check in is Alley-oop today. Let's go! And I don't know if you heard that walk on, but you probably did. I don't know, I didn't. But I just turned on my headphones. Let's go! Allie with the walk on. We got Kyle. You missed that first because Allie got the first. Guys, you needed to hold. I'm just saying. It was a drunken stream. I forgot to hit the button, which is mix it up. Monka. Anyway, I love y'all. Glad you're all popping in so early before I can even get that check-in. Let's go, boysters. It's GregTech New Horizons. Unless like I'm getting nabbed for some variety, but don't click here. We're drunk. Anyway, that's caveat aside. Hobbs gets the 193rd check-in, and let's go. People who did check in as an honorable mention because you missed out on the Mr. Llama Mama. Let's go. We got the listening to TV with the check-in and Spooky Baby Bats. Along with Alley-oop missing out on a check-in. We're hitting that 07 stall. Those homies who missed out on that check-in because Bog is disorganized. Oh no, not like this. Hi, Boggy. How you doing, Spooky? Hello, everybody there. Oh, hi, Mr. Late. Dude, we're like, what is it, 3? Is that 3 hours late? But we're here with the don't tell me that Jones. I'll be back. I'm watching hockey and it's overtime and it's stressing me out. Dude, they're gonna win. Someone's gonna get punched in the face in the end and it's gonna be cinema. I don't think I have anyone awake for some variety. Oh, that's okay. He's an kidnapped by Gooby Snooper with the 343 chickens. Let's see, we've got the lurk and the vibes and good times. By the way, Bong, you was the one that inspired me to play some hardcore. Let's go. Will you take the plunge to do some GregTech New Horizons? Anyway, with the new version of GregTech New Horizons, you definitely want to hop into crops much earlier because of how powerful they are. When it comes to early game generation of resources, which is pretty dang. By the way, oh wait, I'm very tired. I've had milkshake. Milkshake sounds delicious. So I'm very happy. Spooky. Dude, that sounds great. I'm happy. I'm a little bit inebriated, but whatever. We got what flavor? Oh, yes. What's the flavor? Said milkshake. You know, oh, chocolate. You know what my favorite is? Banana. Yes, sirree. A banana shake goes a long way. My heart. I'm on fire. She's a tear in my heart. I'm on fire. She's a tear in my heart. We could do something, but I actually don't know what. What does Steam have to offer me in my library? Right now, what I've currently downloaded is Ghost of Tsushima. Apparently, the director's cut was the only version I could buy, so I bought it. We got the Hell Divers too. I got apparently Peak, which is cute. Played Up, Repo, RV. But I could download some stuff. It goes pretty good. Chocolate is the only flavor I'll drink. Other flavors don't agree with me. Let's see. You know, I bet flavors don't agree with me as well. But I tank the shits. Man, that is way too TMI. I'm pretty sure I'm like lactose intolerant, but like, I don't know. Genuinely uncertain. The full version of airport security sucks is out too. Wait, did they make it worse? That's interesting. That is very. Wait, there's my game. Howley 197. I'm broke. Let me check some demos. What about the games we already have? There in my heart. I'm on fire. She's a tear in my heart. To me higher than I've ever been. Is my armor. She's a tear in my heart. Is a barber. She's a butcher with a smile. Made me farther than I've ever been. Do you have any... I think I harvested stuff recently. Than I've ever been. Dude, I'm running so fast, my cape is blasting through my eyeballs. That's actually nuts. We're still working on polydimethylazidazole, right? Or something like that. I've got notes, so I can just look at this. But I made these. Look at these. Ooh. IV energy hatches. Craigasm, am I right? Great Craigasm. Potentially waiting for the full game of Burgling Gnomes to be released. Ooh, wait, I got that one. Can it get any worse? Also, there's a new level of repo coming. Really? Ooh, I need to unlock more, whatchamacallits for repo. Cosmetics. I feel like I'm like the most thrown together repo bot you've ever seen. Ah, yes. The friendly steps is why we have a walk home drunk chained together. I remember when we did that. That was good. That was very good. The drunk chained together was pretty good. Yeah, but we've got these energy hatches here, which is what we're going to take phthalic acid and blast it with sulfuric acid. And that'll make isophthalate. And then from that, actually it's called diphenyl isophthalate. So let me just type in phenol. Sorry, it's called phthalic. There it is. It's PTH. I didn't know how to spell it. I'm sorry. I just had no idea how to spell that But like... there are way too many combs that use phthalic acid in order to process them, which we'll probably not do Oraharakan. Pretty cool one, though. Instead of the laser eyes, it's capes. Oh, what? Goddamn, go. Dude, Domestic Animals by Queens of the Stone Age. Absolutely good. Phenol sulfuric. Oh, it's phenol sulfuric acid, which makes diluted sulfuric acid and diphenyl isophthalate, which turns into our molten polybenzidimidazole. Dimazole? Dimidazole? Polybenzimidazole? Dude, I'm broken when it comes to trying to say this. Absolutely. A dad joke from Low Signal can. Kind of like, is there an, if we get hit by the unhinged one, that'd be so great. This is the perfect time for an unhinged. Let me see. What do we got here? Okay. Alright, we're just gonna hit you with a straight dad joke. I asked my dog what 2 minus 2. He said nothing. Oh, fuck. That was terrible. Obviously, the dog would say nothing. Um, Dream Eaters tomorrow. I played it solo. It was fun. What's Dream Eaters? Mm, 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 mm. The demo. Mm, mm, mm. Did we take this? Wait, didn't we just make 3-3 Diamond? Wait, didn't we just make this? No, seriously, didn't we just make this? Wait, seriously? Wait, what? Wait, does this use sulfuric acid right here? Ah, it did not. Are any of these sulfuric acid? Okay, I'm just trying to make sure if there was anything around here. Nothing was that. Okay. But there is some oxygen if I need it. When you make this, there needs to be some phenol, which I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, but I've set this bad boy right here. Let me turn on my jetpack. Right here, our phenol is starting to build up once more. Horror puzzle game. Interesting. Anyone hear that thunderstorm? Let's take a good old-fashioned nap. Right here. Okay. Real talk. Real talk. After we make polybenzodiazole, or dimazole, I mean, I'm saying it like 4 times the wrong way, but nevertheless, you know what I'm saying. We're trying to get that one thing, right? I think what we should do is build a BOP, a base of operations, like a little headquarters right here, and get rid of this. I mean, like, it was a good idea because it mirrors this, right? But, like, I think it's kind of lame as shit. And since we're going to have this here, which is going to be our main, our massive, and our finished, ME controller, we're going to have this bish right here. This can't go here. So we have to turn a little area that we can call our... Maybe, like, we should probably look at some... Okay, I just broke something. But, like, oh my god. But, like, here, let's do this. But, like, you know, we we looked at the different blocks that GregTech has to offer. Like, office blocks or something. I don't know what kind of things that there is. But if I type in... But if I type in, like, a desk... I'm pretty sure there's, like, literal... There's literal desks. Okay, I didn't mean to click it like that. But, like, there's literal desks from Bibliocraft. So if we type in, like, Bibliocraft, we can, like, get some, like, crazy stuff, like furniture, or, like... Yo, like, this is the beauty of GregTech New Horizons. That you didn't think that this tech mod has to offer, right? You think, oh, I'm in for a long haul to get, like, myself a full-fledged and all too, you know, accolade of the Stargate. There's the pause chant moments for us to say, fancy lantern, or, like, a shelf. Okay, that's a terrible example, because shelves should have just been added to Minecraft. But, like, there's this fancy sign. Okay, lame, but there's a table, right? And I think if you slap tables together, it is like a multi-block of a table. But I'm not 100% sure, but we have to try it. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's, like, some very interesting things that, like, it could have to offer. And you love that there's that level of versatility to a mod pack. Some, you know, of that kind of stuff. Alright. Let me see if my word processing is running at all. If everything's off, I'm going to take some stuff out of here, and we're going to throw it into ore processing. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear out this really quick, so that when we do grab stuff, I think I broke a block around here. There we go, that's all fixed. It's going to be easier to throw more in all at one time. Because we got a lot. I mean, I could, and what I'm thinking is, we have an export bus and an import bus for taking this kind of stuff in to our system and then processing it for us. Yeah, I think that's something we may have to maybe look into. No matter what you say. Love on my fingers, love's on my tongue. You say you are nothing, but I'll come out and get some. Heartache to heartaches, I want follow wealth. Let's see. We got a lot of stuff to drop in here and get processed. And then we can put it back into the system. But what I really and genuinely should do is take one of these ender chests, right? And we said ore processing is a white color, right? So, I'm pretty sure this is already, like, it says white all on the top. I feel like that's a good idea, but genuinely, I want to do something maybe more slightly off than that. Let's do light gray, just because, I don't know, it just kind of makes more sense to me. So when I slap a few things onto here, we go light gray, light gray, light gray. And then we go to our, oh, I hit F11. And then we go to, import. Import this. I first need to make one of these pistons here. Apparently I'm missing a piston. Okay, now we can make ourselves an import bus. We can make ourselves an import bus. So, what my plan is, we take, let me pull out one of these guys. Oops. So this is an ender chest, right? And has a certain combination for where things are going to go into it. Now, if I slap this right here, and we happen to tell this, go into here, now I might move it in the future, but this is going to take everything it receives and put it into our system. As long as it has anything in here, right? So if we take another ender chest with that same color and put it onto our miner, then it will go directly into our system. And we won't need to deal with any shenanigans over here. And if something doesn't go into our system, we can figure out where it's supposed to naturally go. So, I'm going to slap this guy right here. if I can, I'm gonna actually, you know what I should do? Let me pick it up real quick. Let's take this out. I want to put the color on it first, so I don't mess that up, right? Yeah, we don't want to mess that up. That's for sure. Alright. Here we go. Put that right there. And now it's going to put all this stuff directly into our system. And we don't really need these other chests. So I can actually take this stuff and use it for fuck all, I guess. There it is. And then this could process it through the thing. Copper Golem Gaming with the W music. Hey, Bog with the Thunder Green and the 218 check-ins. Welcome in, welcome in. When I come around. Heyo, Copper Golem Gaming, thank you for the follow, man. You belong to the Bog. Now, I'm glad to be part of the Bog. Let's go. If you want to join the Discord to get updates on when we happen to be streaming next, that's an option. Let's see. This is full, and this is full. I'm gonna knock these guys. I probably should put that somewhere else, actually. So what I should actually slap onto over here is an acceleration card. That should be something we should definitely do, so we can go through the thing. Alrighty then, let's go. This little thing we like to say whenever someone happens to join on in to the stream. Let's take this. Bada bing, bada boom. One of those. Let's go. Hopefully I say your name right. Freya, thank you for the follow, man. You belong to the Bog now. Thank you for the follow, man. Wait, what? I just... Holy... Thank you for the follow, man. You belong to the Bog now. I don't know if I already said that, but I feel like I just went in a loop there. I was about to say it again, and then say it again. I got lost in the sauce. I'm gonna be honest. Oh, man. I am a little sauced, so it's fine, right? Right? Let me drink some water. You can hear it like the... Yep. Yeah, I hope everyone's having an amazing night tonight, though, Bongstairs. It's been a fun one for me. It was one of my my good whatchamacallit, family friends who I've known since my entire life. You know, she finally graduated and got her license to do those whatchamacallit. It's with the you know, the thing where you like check to see what, I mean, like there's more to it than just that, but like it's where you, it's like where you're able to see a baby. Oh my god, my brain is so neuralized right now. Straight. Hold on, let me do one of these right here. Hold on. It's a neuralizer. This is me right now. The men in black are just blasting me with one of these. Ultrasound tech? Oh, straight neuralizer, you know what I mean? Yeah, ultrasound. Yes, ultrasound. Yeah, she's an ultrasound tech. She just got her thing in that. These are cool add-ons. Bug Rock or Java? Oh, straight Java. This is GregTech New Horizons. It's in the title of the stream. Heck yeah. So yeah, that was pretty awesome. Diego with the check-in. Let's go. First powerful check-in. You love to see it. Alright, so now things are being automatically processed into our system, I think. And then, you know, we don't have to worry about anything where we have to take stuff out of here and jam it into our system. You know what I mean? Like this. Good demonstration, am I right? So, like, we can use these compressed chests for fuck all, but, I don't exactly know as of right now. That was just me more or less memeing. Let's go ahead and grab all this stuff out of here and definitely toss it into our system because I'm pretty sure as of right now we can kind of process this stuff a little bit. Now, what I know we can't, which I didn't set up, is magnetite. I actually don't have that one set up. So let's actually set this one up really quick because I'm thinking about it and it's in our hands. So I'm going to drop some of the magnetite I actually have. So I actually do have this in my notes. This one isn't set up in our system, but I do know how to set up in my system. You're hear a lot of paper flipping right now. Bog brain is a little scrambled from too much neuralizing. Oh my god. Yes. Yes. I have to F11 and fix my game here so that I can, you know, type into chat whenever I need to. I agree, Copper Golem. I agree. So, when we go to magnetite, we need to actually process this through mercury. This is what I have in my notes. Kinda wish I had some fireball, but I don't have any. That's okay, because we're already drunk. So over here, if magnetite isn't here, we type in magni. Make sure I'm typing this right. E-tite. Right, so I click in the line here, and we click crushed, because crushed is supposed to come here. And I double check again after I put it here. Are any of you magnetite? No. So it's supposed to come here, and then, after it gets processed through here, it will be purified, right? The purified version, and then, if I look at my notes, it is not supposed to go through a macerator. It's supposed to go to a separator. So one of these things. Sorry, one of these things to get zircon dust. That's what we're supposed to get from it. Too much stuff, absolutely. Absolutely. Although, in cheers in lieu of the fireball. A powerful first check-in from my homie here. For Golem Gaming. Alright, but I don't have a separator to actually separate this. So, I'm just going to let it sit here until I have an export bus to a separator. So, at least it's processed to the point of processing. So I can... Where's my pen at? I can cross it off and give it a star. And we'll come back to it later. I should have thrown this dust into my system before running away to set up this. Where's the hole at? Is it over here? Yes. It actually was. So, how much, I might decorate. I'm kind of feeling like decorating. Just because we have to wait for so many things anyway. When it comes to Donald Duck making our, beautiful looking farm here, which is literally one singular shimmer leaf in order to make us mercury. And I need to fill this entire farm with quicksilver blocks. But as time progresses, the... Oh, hey. Nice, we got some over here. Where's my spade? Do we right-click it? That didn't work. Do we right-click it? That didn't work. Do we right-click it? That didn't work. Alright, I'm gonna let it grow all the way to being full, and then I'm gonna try right-clicking it. What in the actual... Yeah, I'm gonna wait till it... Wait, it can't grow all the way. It can only grow to 2/3. That's... actually valid, because I don't have a thing I don't have a thing underneath here. But I got one seed. I got literally one seed from this, which is nuts. This hasn't produced anything. Except the shimmer leaf that I've been plucking randomly in order to get Quicksilver. Was it time bomb? White shoes, black Cadillac. There was a time bomb. Dude, this is so cool. I almost want so cool though. The Ender Tank, it's putting in the work. Magnetite dust though. That's a good point. What do we do with the dust? Because we're inevitably going to get this stuff. I don't want to electrolyze it. That seems kind of lame. It looks like it's a furnace situation kind of here. If I can deduce the situation as best as I see it with me eyeballs. Otherwise, if I want to get extra, I guess a blast furnace with some coal base. But it really does just seem like, simply put it in a smelter and call it a day. That robot bleeding Prince? Yeah, you know what's funny? I like to call him Donald in lieu of the president, because he's, putting in real work. But anyway, it's Donald Duck, which is hilarious because it's Donald Duck, you know? Almost ironic in a sense. But nevertheless. Where is the magnetite? So yeah, I think we just straight send this into the thingy over here and just make iron out of it. I don't really think there's too much to look into. Oh, so you're telling me I've already done that? Wow. My level of ignorance to my own foresight knows no bounds. What mod is the robot that inputs, it's a GTNH item to find... Wait, item? I can't find it in my game? Wait, what robot inputs its GTNH item? I'm not sure. It's a robot mod? It's, called, Open Computers. And, let me be honest, I followed the tutorial one-to-one on the, wiki. So, in order for this to auto-stat up the crops to be 21-31-0, which is a perfect crop in GregTech New Horizons 2.8 point odd. It is relevant to that. But when you get into GregTech New Horizons 2.9, crops are different because you went 31-31-31 on all your crops instead of the 21-31-0, which is growth 21, gain 31, resistance 0. It's different because it's not industrial craft, I think. It's crops NH, which is New Horizons, which is the rework to crops, and it actually is pretty cool, which I don't know if we need to restat our crops when we do update. But I think I'll update if it's relevant in the later game. And if it's not, then I will keep it on what we're doing. So long as we've produced enough of what we're looking for. So this made it to level 2. Hopefully I can get the... God damn it. We didn't get the thing. Son of a gun. I was really hoping to get the seed so that I can replant it into my farm. And we literally only got one seed. It's putting in absolute work with us to make mercury. So if I type in quick silver, you know, we've actually got some here. And we need to make some more quicksilver blocks, which will, if I can, pull out an ender. Teleport up to here. We can toss this into our compressor and get some job done. My worst enemy. Love to see it. Me too. I'm half asleep. Oh, brother. I usually stream at 8:30 p.m. EST, and we are now drunkenly streaming at midnight now. So we're a little bit off brand, you could say. But nevertheless, it's all in good fun at the end of the day. Alright, let's take some of these quicksilver blocks and blast them up here and add a little bit of the water that we could probably use in these different spots. But something that I'm going to deal with that I haven't dealt with yet is the bacterial sludge. Because I have this bacterial sludge. Let's turn this into the thing that it's supposed to be turned into that I've been working on. And if I go to the brewery, the brewery, we go to the enriched bacterial sludge. I think that's what I was trying to make, which I was turning into the fermented bacterial sludge. And I think we are going towards mutagen for a mutated egg, so we can get another dragon egg. And I think I want to power my base a little bit with the dragon egg if I, can so duplicate said dragon egg. So let me find where I've put mutagen. Bacterial sludge. Seems like a start to some degree. Mundane brew doesn't sound familiar for what we're looking for. Growth medium? No. Chlorobenzene. I'm pretty sure chlorobenzene is legitimately what we got from Mars, right? But apparently I need to go send my ass back to Mars because when it says, I don't know, chunk loading, it doesn't mean chunk loading. I know we're looking at my butt, but still. My frustrations are valid. Now I need to go back to Mars because they was lied to. And then I need to go into my claim chunks and set it to, chunk loaded. And then we'll be happy camper bog. But until then, I'm sad bog because I can't get this up. Anyway, I'm diverted from the bacterial sludge and figuring out where in the hell I happen to leave my fermented bacterial sludge. That's our goal. Yep, so that was the thing, right? Fermented bacterial sludge to turn it into mutagen. But I need 10,000 of this to make 1,000 bucket to make egger. Chill. Okay. But right now we have dark and dragon's blood. Right. I was trying to make dragon's blood and drink dragon's blood. Like, I'm like Charlie Sheen in this bitch or something. You know what I'm saying? Isn't that what he used to say? He used to have tiger's blood in his veins or something along the lines of that rhetoric. Isn't that what he said? So, can someone elaborate on why a tiny pile of uranium-235 does the same thing as a entire pile of uranium-235? Oh, it's uranium-235? But it's... Huh? Isn't... Oh, okay, so 238's... But 238's more abundant. Okay, I'm just gonna walk away because my ignorance genuinely knows no bounds. Charlie Sane said a lot of crazy shit. Yeah, that man was on a lot of cocaine. Um, let's grab the uranium dust and dodge that in there. Nightmare feeds. Welcome into the chat. So yeah, let's dice this right into the fermenter. Is that what I wanted? Or did it want a brewery? I actually wanted a brewery, but that's okay because Bog does brew a little bit of. Oh, we've got weedy hops over here. Hey, we've got hops. Welcome in hops. Well, hops already knows hops is in the. But these are some weedy ass hops. Not like, hops, which isn't. I feel like I should stop here. But I'm pretty sure this doesn't go anywhere. Mama TJ with the 341 check-ins and all the love. You'll love to see it. Welcome in, homie. So, weedy juice, but like... No, we need weedy hops? Was it weedy hops juice? Is that what it said? It did say juice. So we can turn this juice into... Right? Into something else? Beer? Can I turn this into dark beer? From beer, it turns into vinegar. I almost said vinegar. I don't know where my brain is at. But you need a whole... I've already drank beer. What about vinegar? Have I drank vinegar? No, I haven't drank vinegar. So let's distill. Not distill. I need to make vinegar. So let's go into the, is it fermenter? So let's take some of this weedy hops juice and turn it into beer. It's all within a fermenter. Well, I just need another one of these. That's actually pretty good. But we need to dump in all of our bacterial sludge. And then we blast it with some uranium. Like we're crazy. And this makes the good. I don't know why I'm calling it that. But, we'll leave some of this sludge behind. And we'll get a good, hearty amount of enriched bacterial sludge, which we are going to process the enriched. Probably actually right over here, let's be real. Enriched bacterial sludge, which we just slap into a fermenter. And bada bing, bada boom, we get more of that stuff. Actually, everything that we have in our inventory is going into fermenter, but that's okay. I'll take a dark beer, lol. Anyway, no, whatever. Yo, let's go. And will judge me anyway, so whatever. Dude, we had some dark beer earlier. I have a wonderful stream, Bog. I gotta go to sleep. I know, we're so late, and Bog's over here, drunken streaming. He's wilding out like the one show. So I put this here, and it does the thing, and it turns into the fermented bacterial sludge. And we need a ton of this. So, whatever. I think we make beer, right, in a fermenter with the weedy hops. So we're going to do that after this is done. Let's cheers and bog, sirs. Only getting 75 feels so criminal. It's reduced down so much. That's why we gotta go back with more buckets and a way to put it into a machine or some sort of whatchamacallit, just so we can get a butt ton of it, right? Because, like, We need, what, 10,000 of it? And we've only got 1,800? Oh, that feels so bad. You know what I mean? Dang, 3 months subbed and first, like, chat recently goes so hard. So weedy hops, we'll just toss that in there. We'll get ourselves the beer that we're gonna turn into vinegar. Gotcha, homie. That's so based. Cheers to that. Alright. We're going to walk around here in this base to show you a little bit around what we've been building. Because over here is the platinum line, where it also divulges into osmium and iridium. Okay, I'm actually not sure on how to pronounce one of these things. Well, there's palladium as well. I forgot that was a part of it. And it's one of these things. Rhodium. Right. All the different what's it called? Metals a part of the periodic table, you could say. I'll cheers to that. Bit with a steezy. Had a drinking enough one night. Yeah, those vibes were pretty good, I will say. Yeah, it was a whole lot of fun. It was an absolute blast tonight. Alright, how's the power running? It seems like it's broken because I'm missing out on a ton of cetane boosted diesel. But yeah, it's great to see you. That's for sure. Yeah, this is reading as if we are about to power fail. Let's stop ourselves from power failing by turning off our electric blast furnace and retrieving a ton of this tungsten steel that we've recently produced. So let's take this tungsten steel and turn it into all of the beautiful things that we're looking for, which is called a robust tungsten steel machine casing. But before we do that, we need to make tungsten steel plates, which we will make about, I don't know, this is very arbitrary. It didn't work. Let's make 64 of them, just because that's a lot simpler, because I know I threw a stack in there. Yes, sir, they were good times. Hell yeah. And we just gotta spend time, you know, outside of, you know, whatchamacallit, the family functions. Absolutely. I don't know if you ever been to my house, but definitely gotta come on over. Let's go ahead and... Oh gosh. Here we go. Slap in all of these blocks that go along here. I need so much tungsten steel, at least robust tungsten steel machine casing, because it has to mirror the sturdy aluminum machine casings that we have for a Tier 3 ExxonMobil chemical plant. Not the name that I chose for it, it's the actual name of this. Who says that wasn't at the function? I mean, like, we gotta do things, more than that. That's all I'm saying. Alright, let's drop that back in here. And, get it going. We got the sleep in here. And... whatchamacallit? I'm losing my train of thought. Fermented bacterial sludge. We are making vinegar from that beer, right? Let's see how the beer's been doing. There we go. 25 beer. I don't think that's going to produce enough vinegar if I do blast it into here. Yeah, I think that's going to make not enough to toss into one bottle. So I think I'm going to hold on to the beer until we get more hops. Sag. We only have 25 liters of dark beer and 220 liters of dragon's blood. Can I turn this beer into dark beer in any way, shape, or form? I wonder. Let's check. Let's check. We can distill beer into ethanol? Dang, that's a good shit then. Pure ethanol? You know that's what gets you drunk, right? Is the ethanol. That's it. Someone held my hair up high. Had that hate that burns inside. Which only fuels our selfish pride. Yeah, this is what gets you drunk as a skunk. The ethanol. That's what proof is defined by. So if like you have 200 proof, that would be 100% ethanol, which is essentially alcohol. And then from there, it's I don't know why it's like I don't know, I've always wondered that. Why isn't just like proof just the percentage? You know what I mean? Because like why is it just double? Is it just because it sounds bigger? I don't know. That's a myth. Everyone knows that beer is. Hey man, everything gets you early that has alcohol percentage. So that's why you should always drink responsibly. We got White Bear with the 268 check-ins. Welcome in, welcome in. Damn morning, ain't got no time. We should have been there on Sunday morning. My hair. Alright, so this is processing while this is oh my goodness, this is overloaded. So I held my head up. Oh, this is also processing yellow garnet and diamantine. I wonder if the diamantite is supposed to have more in it. Who knows? Alright, I think I'm in the mood to kind of decorate because, like, I don't know genuinely what else to do. So I think I'm going to come in here with a lot of green if I can find green. I've got some congealed green slime, and then I've got colored bricks from extra utilities. Vision. Surely we've got like nether planks here. Actually got some green on them. But I don't know exactly how I work this in. I'm gonna be honest. Because I think I want like something along the lines of, I don't know, not exactly this, but I want it to be green. But I don't know what to, like, I don't know what's in, there's so much in this game, or this mod pack, that it's like, I don't want to miss out on the right thing, right? And then we come back and we're like, oh, I'm just gonna like, okay, we just went all the way to the end and I have no idea how we managed that. Okay, now we're back at the beginning. All right, so just right click and don't click. Sunday morning, banging my. Okay, we're about to power fail. If I don't turn this on, we're cooked. Ain't got no time. Alright, tungsten, steel. While I'm trying to think of what is. Dude, I'm so scatterbrained. It's right now, it's nuts. Absolute scatterbrain. Like to know it. You got the emotion. Alright, let's see if this is enough. We get 13 at the very minimum. We made 11. Goo Deverning. What? Yeah, we need even more tungsten steel. This stuff's gotta rip. Zip on the ocean. There's something good in here. You know, I tried to do whatchamacallit. I tried to do shuffle again, and it just didn't feel good. So let's go ahead and just play the music in a row. Like we've been doing. It's been pretty nice. Definitely need more of this. Oh, good evening. Let's go. Alright, while we're doing this, is there anything else I want to set up for ore processing that we should probably set up? The only thing I could think of is like spessartine or androtite. But if I set that up, then I need to pump in nitric acid into the centrifuge. But I'm pretty deficient currently in our sulfuric acid. If you look over here, there is no backlog of sulfuric acid because any sort of sulfuric acid immediately gets turned into, what's the word I'm looking for? Byproducts. That's actually the perfect answer. So I need to burn methane. If we're running out of things, I need to burn methane. Over, sober, it's so high. We need to check out stuff so we can decorate a little bit, you know what I mean? Anything green that stands out, I don't know. Speak to me, Anita. The rune of quickness. I don't know about this. An elemental core. I think I should look towards blocks more. What is this? From Ovaline? Interesting. I wonder what I can do with this. Because I like this. I kind of like this. I think I can get that easy. What is it called? This right here. I'm pretty sure this is a byproduct of something I've worked with. Yeah, see, that's why I've got a ton of dust here. Okay, okay. Stony propolis. Interesting. So I could blast this into this, right? It has to be this? That's kind of monka. Because if I... Where's the word I'm looking for here? Implosion compress? We take 4 of these and blast them. Yeah, it's kind of, it's a way. And then we can turn these into blocks. I mean, I guess. It'll look cool, right? But there should be more if I do this. OLI. And there should be some other bits and pieces in here that we can maybe utilize. But we'll see. I have an implosion compressor right here. So this will just yeet in more. Classic. So the rest of this stuff, I actually didn't set up in my system. But I'm assuming if I go to the ore, that this is best served. Ooh, Pyrope's actually pretty good, if I'm not mistaken. Because this grants vanadium. This should probably genuinely... Instead of going over here, it should be tossed down this line. Oh god, that's so lame. But if this gets electrolyzed, you get magnesium, iron, and silicon dioxide. Which, I mean, I don't really need, but there's no other use for it. Aside from me doing what I'm doing with it. We don't need... light on me so. Yeah, there's no other. It goes straight to here, and then you do this. I'm thinking about adding it, but we can probably just subvert that. And we'll deal with this stuff later. But what I could use is this. I'm back. I went to doom scroll. Classic. Cheers for the doom scrolling. Alrighty. It's up here. So we're going to toss this into a compressor. And then we can get all that, her stuff. Let's see. Shining a light on my soul. Let me put this in my system and we'll figure out what to do with it. I was like, oh, someone messaged me on Insta? And then I was just like... He was like, Fox, do a barrel roll. I don't know if that's actually relevant. But like... Oh, me. Shining a light on my soul. Alright, let's actually go up here. We are only getting like 27 of these, which is so sad. But I think it'll look nice if we add these as accents to a base area with some, you know, whatever's going on. I'm in like a minor mood to do some decoration. I didn't even reply to anyone. He was just click, 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 click. Dude, that's me. Dude, so have you seen my rant on in my Discord about YouTube? So I've just been so like clicking not interested on shit in order to like be like, bro, this stuff has been promoted to me for what feels like almost a month. And I'm like, dude, I just don't want to see it anymore, you know what I mean? So, like, you know, I'm just trying to get it out of here, you know what I mean? And I go to scroll through my feed, my algo is nothing. Like, I hit the bottom of my algo? Like, what? Yeah, YouTube is so bad with its algorithm nowadays. Yeah, dude, it's just straight trash. And there's, like, nothing. It's like... You're telling me there's nothing on your platform when I know that there's millions of creators out there? That's some straight buns, my guy. What are you, lying? Straight lying to my face right now. Like, I know. I'm not straight broken or anything like that. It's just, yeah, it's just annoying, I guess. Where is that friggin' chisel? 'Cause I saw something cool, and it was one of these things right here. Maybe there's another way to get this thing, but who knows? I'm just gonna break it down from over here. Look at it looks like some shitty like wallpaper, but I don't know why I like it. Who goes with it? I don't even know. Let's smack the wall out and then we can make it look better. Why you leave without me? You know what would be better if I tossed it into my architecture block shit, and then we got like, I don't know, maybe we use it as like a post or something yet, and then it gets more whatchamacallit. That's how I feel about YouTube Music. I use YouTube Music instead of Spotify, and I feel like I recommend the same friggin' artist, even though I'm avoiding them. It's so whack. Hell yeah. It's just like, I've hit the button, not interested on this, and you know what? It creeped back up, and I'm like, where's the platform where I'm not being fed bullshit? Though my video got recommended to 60 people, very epic. Goated, actually goated. Let's go, getting the recognition that you deserve there, homie. My guy, Hops. Let's see. What looks good here? Do you do railings or some No ramps. I feel like I want these to be like pillars or something. But this room is kind of small. And it has very dedicated purpose, you can say. So maybe we just bust down this son of a gun with some round posts. But like, I don't know, I look at these classical things and I'm like, I feel like this all right here is linked. And I feel like I grab, like, you know, some of each. And then we just dot that son of a bee in all the corners or something. But I feel like we don't have enough for this. I don't know why. At least 4 of them are gonna go in. Dude, I love me some twin-sized mattress by the front bottoms. That shit goes so hard. My friends sitting, drinking and drunk, and a junkin' night. Oh, white stone lily. I don't need that. On repeat in the back of my soul, you smash my knuckles before they punch me in the face. To be learned. Princess all the stupid things I've said in these surprise. This way. Front bottoms sneaking into the oh, this is not sneaking into the shuffle. This is a planned play. we gotta play that shit. Like right, like, you know what I'm saying, in the front. Absolute banger. Hell yeah. Shouts out to Ian Satterweight for getting me into this shit. I feel like this bad boy goes in and just looks so bonkers. But I love... Okay, you want to be architectured into the right way? I'll smash you with a hammer. That sounds very monka, but whatever. There we go. That's looking on brand. It does not look normal in Minecraft. This looks the least normal shit in Minecraft that I've seen in a minute. Can you flip upside down and not be a weirdo? Oh. Cool. But your pattern doesn't look like it lines up in the slightest. Front loaded, if you will. Hell yeah. If you got enough channel points, there's always the song request, which is pretty goated. If you wanted to play anything. This might be taller if I decide to make it taller, which I think I will, because there's a nice gaping hole. But yeah. Now, I would put something here in the line of work, but I'm not trying to scuff up, Donald Duck from performing all of his Donald duties. Which isn't except just, oh my god, serving butter. No, just making crops go over here. Donnie Duck, yeah. It's been a good day, doing a lot of crop working. What was it called? Harry? I just dropped this in here and didn't know the name of it. Because I kind of wanted to keep flexing with this stuff and see what more we can do with it. Because we might want more of these round pillars in the future. And I feel as if I just slipped right into the hole there. Hope I didn't break anything. That would be Sag cry. But I think right here could be a pillar, even though that it would kind of suck to run into. I feel like one could go. What the heck, bug? One could go right in there. Gotta leave Donald Duck to his duckly doonies. I like to, think of that Donald as, some other, but nevertheless. Let's see, I think I tossed it into here. The field of view. Dude, I love Quake Pro. And you know why we run Quake Pro there? Flolana. Sorry, I'm drunk. Hopefully I said your name right. But in the slowest way possible, because I might be, Anyway. We run Quake Pro because we can see, so much around us when it comes to playing HCMC, Hardcore Minecraft. And, the beauty of being able to see almost behind yourself in Hardcore Minecraft is the fact that, you don't get blown up as easy from a creeper. So, I've gotten very used to the Quake Pro in lieu of that. Also, I hear speedrunners do it, and they're really smart people. Fake it till you make it, you know what I mean? What's that behind you, Bog? I don't know, I can see it because I'm in Quake Pro. Also, there is Herobrine because my level of Thaumcraft, what's it called? Viz? No. What is the thing called? Warp. My level of Warp is to a point where I've seen Herobrine stalking me, and Bro, okay, okay. Real talk for a moment. I had this moment where I was playing this game in the dead of night. It's technically a dead of night now. But I was alone. I didn't have viewers. It was just me. Me and Bog and my own thoughts. And all of a sudden, I see this black figure standing there menacingly. And then it runs up to me. And then it disappears. Brother, I nearly shit myself. I didn't because I'm a man, but like I nearly did because I'm a scared man. Oh, jeez. Am I right or am I right? Let's do a horror mod pack. Hell yeah. Remember when we did what was it called? That one horror game that was analogous to a Phasmophobia? Dude, I have the most cinema clip that's somewhere in here. But I should damn off all this. But nevertheless, that's not the clip that we happened to RNG into, so sadly we didn't pull it up. You get the point though, right? I just finished Kami. So I made the tier for the break for a while. Boxers, if you're enjoying the content of the channel, I do highly encourage you to smash that follow button. And also join the Discord. You know what I was about to do? I was supposed to reveal the Easter egg. Dude, I can't even spell Discord. C-O-R-D. Hey! But nevertheless, I almost revealed this, which is the sounds that we have on this channel. And you know how many sounds we have? I just did it twice because I'm inebriated. But we have 3 tiers of sounds. If you think of a meme effect that could be applied to a channel in any way, shape, or form, like you're like, ho-ho! Okay, well, I don't know what ho-ho even means. But, you know, let's hit it with one of, I don't know, woo yeah baby. That's a decent one. Why am I trying? I always miss. You know, the / Isakumi unlocked? I do not. But is the one I haven't done yet. That's why it's one of the redeemable through channel points. And if you're new to this channel, one of the base things we have on this channel is we like to refund channel points at the beginning of a stream so that you're able to get back what you happen to put in order, you know, spice up the channel. But if you abuse the system in such a degree that makes no sense, you know, the points might not come back. But, you know, Bog's discretion advised. It's my channel, after all. Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. Typed it in, and you can see what research you need to make Ichor. In game. Icorium. What is this? Oh, this is some later shit. Neato. But yeah. I need to wipe myself down with some soap from Bombcraft in order to get rid of the high level of warp that we've been dealing with. Oh, you embrace them if they hold you. Erase them. 'Cause there might have been something, who's to say? 'Cause the family lost in yesterday, and you might as well something, who's to say? Do I put like all of this Quicksilver we've been getting? Do I put this underneath this farm in order to produce a level of, whatchamacallit, growth that hits 3 so that we can actually get seeds off of our Jimmy Jazz. I know that's not really whatchamacallit. Also, let me hit you with one of these. Yeah, you type it in chat. You need to do like 200 research to unlock it. Wait, really? In GTNH? I'm doing it now. If this blows up the game, I'm blowing you up in... Yo, what is this? Type it in chat. You need to do like 20 research, 200 research to unlock it. Look up pure tier. You need a corium. You needed to clear your warp. Whoa, this guy Greg's. His amulet. Vocal. Whoa. You know, right now, I'm taking my hand and I'm throwing it over my head because that's what's happening right now. You can't you can't visually see that. Once we hit partner, surely I'm gonna be memeing on all of you in the funniest faces that you'll die for. In the sense of, you know, laughing, not literal dying. Because if I'm killing my viewers, that's fucked. I'm drunk. I can't be held liable for these statements that happen to be a little unhinged. As they say. But yeah. Let's see. So we've got these IV energy hatches that I'm hoarding like a gopher. And we should take our phthalic acid and turn it into diphenyl isophthalate. Along with phenol that we happen to get from a LCR. You know, we should just recycle the phenol from one LCR to another. Okay, so I'm taking this. Pause champ real fast. Basement Dweller takes his smack into here. Out of my way. And we make sure there's Quicksilver underneath here for us to potential bogus. Those were not the right things. Those are IV energy hatches. This goes here if I can reach it. And I know this is not where this goes, but I'm pretty sure these guys will work, right? So we'll say yes. When they're fully grown, maybe I can get the seed from it to put them somewhere else. Explain about your warp. I was just pointing it out. It took me a while to get to... Wait, it took me a while to get it to... Wait, it took me a while to get it unlocked. Oh. Yeah, well... yeah, I was talking about the Herobrine story. I'm not... Dude, how it freaked me out. And, yeah, I guess the explosions are kind of wild. And also the fact that I constantly am pooping eggs. I've turned into a chicken, you could say. But, you know, I'm quite unfiltered when I've been drinking. Sorry for that nature. Alright, let's deposit all of our... Whoa, we've got a lot of sticks in here that need to be turned into crops. Do 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 do. Bam 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 bam. Oh, so close to making the Exxon Mobil plant to make tier purple rocket fuel. I should, along the lines of us doing said space race, make our dense hydrogen enough to make the quest completion for our juicy, delicious IV loot bag in order to obviously move forward with a bunch of the other things, which is only 1 to 2 steps to make our quote-unquote purple rocket fuel, also known as CN3H703 rocket fuel. Okay, so polyball dem what the friggabubblagubba? Polybenzy polyben. Okay, so it's literally right here. That's hilarious. We've already made 3,3 diminobenzidine. So now that we've made that, trust me, I'm a chemical engineer by degree. You can trust the way I'm saying the name of these chemicals. God, the farce is. I mean, I definitely am a chemical engineer by degree, but the farce of me saying this right is why I'm crackling at trying to say polybenzimidazole or diphenyl isophthalate. That one was very easy. I've actually worked with that one, so I've heard that one said by other colleagues. You don't need purple rocket fuel till T5. You have a way to go, it looks like. It took me a long time to get the tier 4 rocket. True. But I figure since I have the capabilities to make all these machine casings and the robust tungsten steel, we may as well, while we're waiting, in order to make our ore processing a little bit easier through Shimmerleaf to make mercury, we may as well make purple rocket fuel, since dense hydrazine is whatchamacallit, right around the whatchamacallit, right around the corner from this, right? Since it's only HV power, which we happen to use pretty steezily. So I figured, may as well go from, instead of just titanium, which is 1 tier lower, which I do have quite the abundance of from going to the moon, and we're actually still processing. Oh wow, that's actually dead. Alright, let me flip our bauxite and turn it over to ilmenite real quick. There we go. It'll eventually work its way through the system, so I'm not worried about that. But yeah, from our sub-network, which I like to call platinum to titanium and other, things from this sub-network, essentially. What was I saying? Oh, I lost my train of thought. Classic here. So classic. When am I ever going to finish this pack? I don't know. My brain just continues to forget. But, as we lock in, things will be continued. Which is just like what I'm thinking of over here, which requires an LCR to take in phthalic acid, sulfuric acid, and phenol in order to make diphenyl. Yep. That's why we've got this energy hatch. But that reminds me that I need to make a transformer and then slap it with a soft hammer to make it to the higher tier. Holy, messed up right there. Hey, wait, hey, cool. I already have one. And then this can finally get its power, which means I need to make LCR. But I'm pretty sure I have one LCR right here in a hatch, along with the goodies that go along with that. Probably need these to pump stuff into there. And why are you chilling here? Because I need to do a little bit of, you know, coin act. I don't know what to do with coins, and I feel like I've just been spending coins on applied logistics. I'm like, you know, just spend them, bog. I don't know. What else am I supposed to do with this? There's nothing else to spend them on. So I'm just buying all the applied energistics yet. And then just tossing it. What else do I do with this? Is that the best option? I don't know. Once I come around to making an inscriber so I don't have to moltenly send redstone into, you know, an assembler, which I just haven't set up as automation. Yeah, we'll get around to it, I'm sure. Yeah, we could always, I think I'm gonna have 2 LCRs for the polydim, because I think what I plan on doing is having the one that makes the molten poly benzimidazole also make the isophthalate, but I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. And then the other one will do the other stuff, which is dichlorobenzidine into diamino benzidine 3,3. Both of these are 3,3, by the way. Also, it takes in 9 buckets to make one. That's kind of bonkers. I guess it's not as labor or material intensive as the other, right? But that also means that right here would be the jabroni. That would need to get something like this. I think I do it like that. So we hit it with the mallet. Look for somebody else. And I also need some cable here. But I think I need to remove something. Like, I've got this bad boy right here. And I think it needs to go right. Ooh, apparently not there. What the hell? I thought this was, the line that goes that way, but I think it goes this way. Yeah, I think I need to put that right here. Especially if I'm going to have Ivy. This guy's been running. It feels bad, man. My level of oxygen is not enough to make sulfuric acid for my entire system that requires so much sulfuric acid. It hurts. I should make a perfect statted. What's it called? Sugar beet. I feel like that's probably a good way to get oxygen. So we've got said LCR right here, which means I need to grab myself what's the word I'm looking for here? I'm losing my train of thought. There we we go. Turn this down. I need a PTFE coil. So if we go to coil. Dude, I got this thing from a loot bag, and it's so decent. I have one more coil left. Oh, feels bad, man. Get out of here. Get out of here. We also need PTFE, or polytetrafluoroethylene. That's probably the slowest anyone's ever said that. I wish I could type. I need 4 of these beaches. Siemens. We need 1 of these. I mean, genuinely, I'm gonna need a second. But that's a future bog problem, and future bog deals with future bog, which he curses past bog. Like, actually, not too often. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really curse myself too often. But it's funny to talk about it that way. Shouts out to my my brother Cordero Murray Howard. Shouts out to that guy. So I need 1 cable, and yeah, I think 100% I should move this cable. See you lost. I keep reeling. I should grab some cables. Hello? Oh, I've got a couple cables. So I can hot swap it. Yes, this needs a quick hot swap right here. Here we go. Damn it. I wasn't quick enough. I don't mind if I lost anything. I'm gonna be entirely honest. Power feeling sucks, but it is what it is. I feel less alone, less alone, less alone. Alright, buddy. We're going this way a little bit. Okay, so that didn't go with me. It's fine. I think right about here. If not right here. I think I'm going to do right here. Where this wire cutter's at. Battery buffer. Oops, sorry, chemical reactor. And then we slap it with all this buffing of a battery. Alright, I need to go to bed soon. I genuinely like how it tells me where exactly things power failed. That is so nice. I'm spending on the eyes you don't look down. What bad love getting over you. Don't look down. Oh, we powered failed on the sulfuric acid. I can't believe I've done this. It's probably making phthalic acid. Which I definitely should chill on making. I need more chlorobenzene. We gotta go back to the moon, or Mars. '07. Where do I get you? There it is. Better be good. What a good. What have I gotta do? I'm standing on the edge with you, thinking, don't look down. Don't look down and I can't move. I fear of getting over you, thinking, don't look down. The edge. Yeah. I'm on the edge with you. Oh, the edge. The edge. I'm on the edge with you. I need this, and we also need inputs and outputs, right? We are making. To be honest, I wish it was right down here. But I have it right here. It's called dye. Bean. Yes, this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All under the nice little input for us to make all input hatches. Dang, I need some tin. Oh, is that a shit ton of tin ingots? Better sweet bippy it is, you son of a gun. I have this much tin wire? Based. So it said iron ring. I don't know, I'm saying iron like that, but actually genuinely scuffed. Is riding down to the station where you lived when we were school kids. Hey, the rains are gone now. I am going down. Who's fast? Round this town of steel. My body tells me no, but I won't quit. 'Cause I don't know. 'Cause I don't know. My body tells me no. Industrial extrusion machine for the Rin. I gotta make it. I got to make it. I know I just ran on over to my old MV stuff. Mostly because I'm not entirely concerned about the rate at which that is produced. We do have our beautiful industrial material press here for bending and what is the other feature? I'm pretty sure it's like forming, right? Yeah, it's forming. But yeah, I really gotta come around to making more multis. I learned the other day from the Reddit page after posting there. I found out that all multis act as a clean room. So this beautiful advanced cutting machine will be turned into a multi-block in the future. So that's great to learn. You know what I mean? That is so great to learn. I'm gonna get out using my elevators. I didn't know that. And also, gravity. Huh. More you learn. Why I like to ask questions. Because the more you ask questions, the more you learn. And I fucking love learning. And if you don't love learning, then I'm sorry. Because the amount of information out there that is just so good trumps whatever, you know. I mean, even if you don't like learning, you probably like learning whatever it is you, whatchamacallit. Just wait till you need gravity. Oh man. Oh man. Straight giddy. I'm locked in, man. If you didn't know, we have a hardcore world of 7,600 days, and prior to that, we had one of 3,600. So I'm all about the long haul. And when I heard about GregTech New Horizons through one of my viewers, the five, I was after learning about, I guess, or being introduced into modded Minecraft about 2 years ago, something like that. It's been good. It's been so good. We are making this, and this requires to have any of this nearby. So one output hatch is unnecessary, because this one is at the diluted sulfuric acid. So I can get rid of that. I can put it over here off to the side. It might be useful in a different LCR, but this one, no. We require phthalic acid, sulfuric acid, phenol, and out comes diphenyl isophthalate. I think this can go as an output right. Let me put a little spacer block here, because it would go like right here as a wall sharing outward block. And we slap that out of there. Get out of there, stone. And this is one that will be doing all that Jimmy Jabs. And I do not think, however, we have a sharing capability with something. What is in the middle here? I think it's just pooping out phthalic acid. Is it really? Do we just use applied energistics to take the phthalic acid out and move it over here? Oh, I think my game might have crashed. We're good. So yeah, let's just drop in the 1, 2, 3, bro. And each of these will have all of those inputs, which means we fill in the gaps here with everything else. What the? How? Gotta get up. You got problems, so do I. Gotta get up. So this requires a circuit of none. Kinda goated, but it does have the IV energy hatch, which needs to be supplied with our 16X aluminum cable, which we need to clip into this transformer, which also requires some wire cutters. And now it's powered. But we need all of the fixins. How are we doing on channels? 18 of 32? Say less. Say less. So fluid exports. You're gone and I've got to stay high all the time. Okay, so half of me export bus. I think maybe this is a better way to do it. And then these guys come together to finally make molten polybenzimidazole, which we were trying to make yesterday and did not achieve. But we are very close to making it. I don't know why my voice is like that, but whatever. I need some input outputs with this phenol, actually, because I don't know why I put them at the bottom. Because I'm pretty sure that... Is it phenol or phenol? Don't know. But I'm pretty sure this little chipperoni right here is supposed to be sharing an input, output kind of grotesque behavior level ordeal. I don't know why I'm putting it that way. But yeah, it's supposed to feed into itself and just go back and forth. So, we take our input and put it over like here or something. And this guy goes output, input, output, input. As long as we prime it with at least 2,000. I mean, we'll probably do a smidgen more. Probably up to like 6,000. Just so there's like one's working double time so one can work a little bit. I don't know, man. All it needs is 4,000, realistically. You're gone and I gotta stay high all the time, which I need some cables that are lime. So let's grab them, the dense and normal, but you know how it really rolls. Holy line of LCR. Walked in a haze, bound to forget you, babe. Gotta stay high. Oh, my life. Yeah, I don't know why I made this extra export if, like, I know I just need to supply this jabroni here with the delicious sulfuric acid and the phthalic acid because the phenol is going to be sloshing back and forth. And these guys are just going to be constantly being needed for all the goofy nature that is provided to it when it comes to byproducts. For this time, because you make my earthquake. You make my earthquake. Break. You make my earthquake. Let me grab like 4K. Like I said, I'm going to actually make 6K just because, like, whatever. It's just like a little bit moving around. And if there's any, like, it needs to go from uno to dos, it can just do its thing. My fire. Don't leave far. 'Cause it all comes crashing down. I need you. You make my earthquake. You make my earthquake. Round, round. What are you talking about? Lewis, get your sulfuric butt going in here. That'd be like heartbreak. Alright, now we need the little bitties that happen to do a little bit of extra here, which involves... Gosh. Dude, I'm still using, like, a lot of random stuff just to craft random bits and random bops. It's my fault. Plane. I finally got a seed. Oh, I got another seed? Alright, let's move this Quicksilver. Earthquake. Wait, what happened to my dirt? Shiitake. Conversational. Don't leave my fault. Don't leave my fault. So I'm actually getting whatchamacallit. I'm actually getting stuff from this. Which means actual seeds, which means I just want to make them all grow up like happy little trees or whatever. Shout out to Bob Ross. Are there any crops? Fuck yeah. From all of that auto spreading, I've gotten 3 so far. Yeah, it hurts. Running through the word, you hear the word. But we find it all along. Hopefully these are all yesers. They are all yes. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Suck that, Trebek. I don't know what that what I'm saying. The ones that wanna choose. What you got over here? Cucumber. I don't need no cucumber. I want rape seeds. Gotta add that seed part. You can't just say I want the, or else people think you're freaking unhinged as hell and clip you out of context. You gotta say the seed part right after. In order to make seed oil. Yep. Holy unhinged. Otherwise. You don't endorse that in any way, shape, or form, the first part, but you definitely endorse the second part that involves the seed. Because that gives you seed oil in GregTech New Horizons. Hell yeah. So, all jokes aside, we need to make one more LCR. What is that robot? It's from the Open Computers mod on the GregTech New Horizons wiki under, I want to say, which crops. I followed it to a T to set up this this landmass and made this little guy right here, Mr. Donald Duck, who happens to actually run in the rain, which is kind of goated. You get the charging station, the compressed chest that needs to be, well, it doesn't have to be a compressed chest. This could be a drawer with crop in it, but, you know, I digress. And the trash can to get rid of any weeds. This could be a regular chest if you'd like any of the byproducts, but this is a trash can to make your life simpler. And that's how my brain thinks of it anyway. Over here we've got all of our seeds from auto tiering, which I need to reset the system and figure out how to auto tier again because I didn't get my nice little rapeseed from this. And I need seed oil because I want to progress with bees, but I'm going to be lazy. But that's life. That's what you told me. You drink too much, shut up, hold me. Okay. Inebriated bar. Figure out the next episode of you. Oh, so you know how I need So this output actually goes into the input where phenol's going, because I'm using this LCR as the LCR that gets used twice. So the phenol's supposed to aim upwards. That's what I wanted to do. You home. I don't know why I used this and not my instant break here, but life. There we go. Now they're facing into each other, kissing. Thanks. Yeah, open computers. The GregTech New Horizons wiki is absolutely goated. With information. Oh, heck yeah. That's what I use for a lot of this stuff. And also, I'm quite the employee from HamCorp. So, shouts out to HamCorp on YouTube. And a little bit of threefold. So what we missing? We're missing our ability to produce more sulfuric acid. So this is where polybenzodiimidazole is also made too, in theory. Yes. So I need an output facing downward at one of these things. So I'm going to take my phenol out of here, because we're going to move these two to the top. These guys are top bros now. That sounds wild, but whatever. There we go. Go ahead and kiss. And that's that. Oh, well then. I feel like the bottom here needs to be more accessed, because I want this guy to say... Man, I broke two of them. Tonight. Just get me home tonight. Home tonight. Just get me home tonight. So this, oops. So this, where's my spade? Needs to be in fluid output for the molten polybenzodiimidazole. I am tired, Boxers. It's almost 2 a.m. for me. I know it's been a short stream. We actually did 2 hours, though, of Drunken Boggo. It wasn't as funny as the last time, I'll say. But we did have a good time, I'll say. 2 a.m., wake up in the morning. I don't know, we're telling we're streaming in the morning. But, nevertheless, we're going to be vibing and having a good time tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. EST. Let's just type an input. But I feel like this is like, we need like 3, maybe 4 of these. And I need... Oh, I don't even have thick glass that I need to rub with my hands in order to thicken it up. From crystal glass. I always thought that was so funny. Like, you toss the glass, right? Wait, here, let me show you what I mean. So let's grab some glass, right? Some conventional Minecraft-based glass, right? We take this Minecraft glass, we grab our chisel, and we slap it into the chisel. You know, this makes sense. We make it a little bit clearer. You know, we refine that Minecraft glass with our chisel. And then we take the clear glass and we rub it with our hands to make it thickened. Brother, what did we just do to that glass? Because that sounds very suspect. Someone hit me with the exclamation point sus, because that definitely hits that way too well. Dreammaster? We need some PTFE pipers. But I also need some. Do I have planks or plates of the poly variety set up here? So we probably just need some. I'm gonna make some more ingots over here around my fluid extractor in Ivy. So we need to just do a little bit of this. There we go. I'll take that. 16's a decent number. That'll go through our bending machine. Dude, I really just need to just straight do that extruder thing. Wish come true. Me treasure you. And then I'll be like, wow, why didn't I do this longer? Just like I did with the bending machine. I'm like, wow, why didn't I make this longer? Or earlier. I feel like that's every time I make a multi-block. I'm just like, wow, I'm juicing now. Why didn't I do this earlier? Treasure, that is what you are. You're my golden star. Make my wish come true. You let me treasure you. Let me treasure you. Treasure. You are a treasure. Bam, bam. Do, 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 do. Yes, yes. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Let's remove this and say it goes here. Just a snake around. And add to the, well, you know. Spaghetti! Why is my prospector out here? Get out of here. Waiting for a call. Yeah. Alright, bedtime boxes. If I don't stop now, I'm just gonna keep Gregging. This is my life now. I make all these blueprints and I just make deliciousness. Also, I need to figure out, man, how to make more sulfuric acid. I don't know. Am I deficient in oxygen? Is that my problem? I don't know. Alright. It's been a good one though, boxers. It's been a good one. Let's hit that end screen. Alright. If you have any recommendations on who we should raid on over to, I do appreciate you sending them our way. For more GregTech New Horizons content, I'll see you tomorrow around 8:30 p.m. EST, unless I get scooped up by some homies to do some collaboration work. The 5 just squeezing in that 192 check-ins. 07s to all the homies who checked in a little bit too early for this drunken Bob. Yep, Bob. That's definitely my name. No, I just watched someone's name. Their name's Blob. And I meant to say Bog. Lord have Melissa. Thanks for the stream, homie. Been lurking the last half hour or so. Hope you've enjoyed the content from all the random miscellaneous yet Bog's been saying. Anyway, Bog's, if you have a recommendation, definitely send them our way. Let me go. Isn't like. It isn't like. Sorry, I'm like singing to the song, but you can't hear the song, so it's all a cappella, and you're probably just like Craigasm or something. Seaflow, Trin. We can run over Trini.
I appreciate Trinity. Trinity is such an absolute vibe and a good time. Blanks, if you are not following Trinity or Trinity, I think it was Trinity before it was Trinity. But like, if you aren't following Trinity, I do highly encourage you to give her a follow, as you won't be disappointed about the content that this homie makes. Genuinely, one of the greater supporters of this channel. So like, you know, shouts out the join the Patreon, join the Discord to get updates on when we happen to be streaming at. Yeah, we got some content on that Patreon. I might drop the GTNH world download on there. Wait, that'd be kind of sweet, wouldn't it? I don't know if anyone wants a GTNH world download, but I feel like most people just want to play it themselves in order to, see how far they can get. For me, I'm going Stargate, so we're locked in for the long haul. But nevertheless, this homie's playing some HCMC, which we are quite what we are all about, but at least prior to GTNH being something that we absolutely love now. But nevertheless, have a great rest of the night, mate. I hope you boxers have an even better one. And as always, a community is made up of people. You boxers are some of the greatest ones out there, and you've been released from the bog. Bye, everyone. We have a great day. See ya. Don't forget to post that raid message. Bye bye. One hit, bad for me.